children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week our full moon is in Sagittarius. Now, for our new moons, it is a good time for us to plant seeds, but the full moon is the time for harvest. It's the time to look at all the plants and things that we've grown around us and decide what we need to do with them. Are they good fruits, good foods that we can take and celebrate with, or have we some nasty plants growing around us that we still need to take care of? And with Sagittarius, it is very much shooting your shot was our Sagittarius new moon. So with this full moon, we have those of us who have shot that shot. We are either sitting on the moon or we landed along the stars. If you didn't shoot your shot, you might end up being in a place of more of that escapism and wanting to burn things to the ground and run away, honestly. So it's going to be an exciting full moon. I can't wait to get started with you all. How many times do we need to hear certain things in our lives? All of the time. We always need reminders. We always need to hear those same olds, don't we? With justice in reverse, we need to lean on something more foundational, something more based in reality. Our scales are completely flipped upside down, Libras. If you had to clear and remove everything, that's probably wise at this point. Because it just feels like super aggressive, like we just piled way too much stuff into our scales that it can't weigh it anymore. You just gotta flip it over. Scales of justice. We're hiding the need for a power exchange. And by hiding the needs of our power exchange, we are not opening ourselves up to receive our gifts. Our lighting's getting weird again. I feel like we don't even know what we need. We understand that our scales have been wiped. Everything has been wiped clean and we are starting all over. We understand that there needs to be a redistribution. I'm sure that was a semi that just drove by. Distribution. We know there needs to be a redistribution. I feel like we're just... Ow. I feel like we're just poking ourselves in the eye and blinding ourselves to all of those options due to frustrations, due to the disruptions that this power exchange is causing within us. Don't stick yourself in your own eye though, Libra. If you're blind, how are you going to build? If you don't exchange power and redistribute things, how are you going to come together with anything? This is what we want. celebration, foundation, stability, friendship, love, passion. We need to put ourselves back into balance. Crows agree. Oh, for really, Libra? Yeah, I can feel that. We're gonna have to get the cards of malevolence and benevolence up in here. There's this toxic energy coming up from the ego, where it usually comes up from. It feels like acid reflux, like you wanna throw up, but there's nothing there. You're not actually gonna throw up. It's a spiritual sickness. And it's making me woozy. So we're gonna pause right here and go pick up those cards, because we're gonna call in some big guns to help us through this energy. I'll be right back. Okay, Libra. So, when something comes up that tips your scales, we do need to respond to it promptly. However, that doesn't mean pop off and react to the situation immediately. We also are going to need to relieve ourselves, take 5, unload any excess shit that is unnecessary at this time, and get right, get prepared. You don't have to wait it out so long that the opportunity to address the issue passes, because again, addressing it is important. But at the same time, it is just as important to make sure that we come to this correctly and in the right space, in the right mind. It won't take much, just need a little. I know, I can feel it. Ugh, it's pulling back up. I had to take 5. I had to relieve myself, and that's how I know. Because it is. It's got us all nervous, anxious, twisted up. Libras do not like being out of balance. We do not like feeling like something is unfair. And we want to address it, and we should address it. We should do so. One reversed angel there. Even one of the angels was in reverse. We put ourselves together. Take some breaths. See, I usually pull out the demons first, actually, because they're what call me to bring these guys out. Our angels and demons, they come out together, never separate. If we're going to be dealing with darker energies, we bring in those lighter energies. I feel like we're just so tossed and turned about. Oh, and keep an eye on your protection. We're having a hard time lighting the protection candle between you and I. So we're gonna watch that. Something is really like pushing on those barriers, those boundaries, those borders. Alright. Alright, darker beings, toxic energies. Show yourself. Oh, protection candle. Hold on, I'm gonna just turn the wax a little bit so we can get a better light. Again, make sure you're prepared. Make sure you are ready. Don't just jump in. Keep those protection sigils up. The candle lights, and we know we've got it. Demons will show themselves. Alright, who are you and what are we dealing with? We have a stack. Not really, I guess it's only 3. It just, they feel heavy. These 3, they feel heavy. We have the moon. Oh, these cards are so dark. Nefarious. You can see that crow there. It's pecking, it's eating away at the toxic and the diseased energy. Bifrons, 2 cups. Feels like pulling in dark magics to maintain connections. It was like, it's not her tail, because there's more. They're like, kind of look like octopus legs, like just wrapping, holding on for dear life, utilizing any and all magics possible, whether without regard for consequence. And Baratos, the 9 of Swords. This is that fighting energy. You see how he's blowing on that horn. He's got his swords in hand. He's calling for war. An all-out war. We've got a lot of rage and toxicity building up from this space. Let's get our book guidance. English, but it's not English. Make sure you're reading in English too. It looks like it's speaking Spanish. Get a translator. Alright, number 24. It's the feminine mysteries and unconscious faculties that are coming up. This is a lack of understanding. And with that lack of understanding, if you don't know how to use the tools that are available to you, well, what good does it do you to have those tools if you're just going to leave them on the shelf? 46. Yes, yes. That union, the attraction of the opposites. And 8. Regret and remorse and iron-willed communication. Yeah, we came up into this and we didn't understand. We didn't know anything about the waters that we dove into. We didn't see what was really happening, but we knew that we wanted it. And we did everything we could to hold on to it. And now, in a fury, in a fit of regret for all of those spilled cups, for all of that toxic behavior, instead of handling it the way that we should, those darker energies want to see us bite. They want you to pop off. We've already discussed. It's not just because you see an issue, just because you feel those feelings, that's not reason for you to just pop off. Come correct. Deal with these correctly. My protection candle's burning a little better now. You're gonna put in the work, put in the preparation, give yourself the ability to see. I said that before too. Like, it feels like you're just like sticking yourself in the eye with your sword to blind yourself to all of this thing. Like, this Four of Wands is like pure illusion that you brought up here. It's not based. It's not grounded. Yes, there we go. I wanted 3 to balance. 2 popped out immediately. The third took a little bit more time. Not much. Right on the tail. 7 of Cups. Asalaya. God the just judge. Contemplation makes the truth known. In legal proceedings specifically. But take that time. Know yourself and your own demons and your own toxicity. Don't react and respond with those things. See them as they come up. Feel them. Wait, just a second. What purpose are you serving? Are you coming correct? And the Four of Swords. Hael, God of Trinity. It's the mission that protects against slander and impious people. Watch your words. Mind those wicked words. Don't just pop off. Use this angel to use both of these angels to bring some light into these spaces. And the Two of Pentacles, Poel, God who supports the universe. Fortune, fame, and fulfilling request. Rather than jumping into a fight, ask for mercy. Oh, just pushing. Yes. I'm on the Eight of Swords. Some Taurus energy there. Number 7. We'll pull as long as we need to reconcile this. Impairment in the diplomatic endeavor. That's the push that I felt. It's pushing back so hard. We really just want to react and respond to all of those dark and negative feelings. We want to attack. Pulling an angel. High Priestess. Eliahaya. God the eternal and lasting. success and protection from magistrates. It doesn't matter how hard that toxic energy wants to pull you under. It doesn't. The higher purpose will be met. The higher purpose will be seen. Justice will be served. One more. I don't know if there is resolution here. Yeah. Folklore. Six of Pentacles. Venus energy. We may have to push this toxic ship out to sea. Let it find its own garbage dump. Because I'm not feeling reconciliation. I'm feeling that push, that pull, that strain, that struggle. This is real dark versus light, evil versus good type situation. I feel like the dark has had a pull on this for far too long. It's gotten very comfortable being in power, and it feels it's not winning. I'm just gonna say it feels like it's winning. It's not. It's separating. It's pulling. The polarity of this situation is so drastic and dramatic that there might not be any other way than to completely separate. There may not be reconciliation or harmony here. There is the light and there is the dark. You chose your roles. Eight of Wands, Vihul, the great and exalted God, grandeur, brings the passion towards the light. The light is being called away, off into its own space, as we are pushing that darkness out. Death. Mumaya. God, the end of the universe. Endings and rebirth. If we can't work together, we're going to have to work apart. And when we do separate, Imamaya, judgment, the atonement for errors destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. And Seven of Wands. Say this word for me. Rael, the expected God. Liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. There is no harmony, there is no balance, there is no more working together. The ideas of power exchange did not bring what we'd hoped. Four of Wands, the unity, the foundation. It's an illusion. It's a delusion. But when we separate, that's when we can make peace. You can't fix the situation that you found yourself in. You can't heal these toxic waters while still swimming in them. If you truly seek atonement, you need to do it alone. We're just gonna let that siren come in. With perfect timing. Yeah. Somewhere in there is atonement. There is justice. But it comes in the form of liberation, of separation. And coming back into the self. It's a dark and scary journey, but it must be done. Above all else, we must be done. What's dark is dark and what's light is light. Not saying that darkness can't be healed. I'm saying it's not your job to heal somebody else's darkness. If you want to heal your own, you can't expect somebody else to come in and do it for you. You've got to go off, all on your own. Set sail. Put yourself on that journey. The shadow work journey, it starts alone. And that's probably what makes it the scariest. But it's the most necessary. You can't keep swimming in those toxic waters. They're not healing. You're not growing. It's rotting. So leave it to rot. Let separation happen. Let liberation happen. Because even if you have to let go of something that you really, really believed was everything for you, when you let go of that, you're going to realize that the vibration that you are in when you attracted this thing, when you created this thing, that's what set it off. The waters that we were pouring into this plant, this seed that we have been growing, this relationship, this journey. Sorry, I'm just watching the candle because it's shaking now. The whole candle, not the flame. The candle itself. It is quaking at the sound of my voice. Yeah, sure is. It sure is. If you seek reconciliation, find it within yourself. Start your journey. Because sometimes the dark and the light can't work together. Sometimes they're just going to clash, conflict in ways that are not usable or helpful for anything beyond learning a lesson. So learn those lessons, you loon. I can't push. I can't pull any harder. The tightness in my heart chakra, it does ache. If you are already suffering, if you are already in pain, And what's the difference? Truly, if you're afraid to go on a shadow work journey because you're afraid to go into those dark depths of yourself, because you're afraid of what might come out, what you might see, understand that you're already living in it. It's all around you. It's not about going and finding this darkness. It's existing already. It's already there. So deal with it accordingly. Don't just pop off. Don't just react in more toxic and dark and negative ways. Understand that you might need to separate yourself from that situation, from those toxic waters. I'm going to read the inscription on my candle for us here. I think that's how we're going to close. So say this with me. Write it down. Remember it. As the chaos and the excitement flies by us, I invoke the spirit to guide and protect me. My faith assures that only the positive may touch my being. I am safe and at ease in body and spirit. I invoke the spirit to guide and protect me. My faith assures that only the positive may touch my being. I am safe and at ease in body and spirit. I invoke spirit to guide and protect me. My faith assures that only the positive may touch my being. I am safe and at ease in body and spirit. Keep yourself protected at all costs. This war that's been waged, this struggle, this imbalance, it's gone on too long, far too long. It's outstayed its welcome. Sometimes some things just can't be fixed. Sometimes we have to accept that it is what it is. Move forward on your journey. And may you be protected. Thank you, Libra. We'll see you next time. Real quick, literally, the inside of this, my demon deck, it smells like rotting fruit.